First world problem. I just want to be famous. I don't want to work.
I just woke up and I can't go work for nobody's job. I don't have a choice but to go viral.
Not to sound depressing, bro, but the thought of working for the rest of my life is genuinely making me break down in tears, bro.
Call me lazy, call me non-ambitious, call me crazy, call me a loser. I do not care anymore. I have realized that I'm simply just not built for work. I do not want to work anymore.
I keep seeing these conversations that people are having about work, about how they don't believe that they're meant for it, or they just straight up don't want to do it, or that there just has to be some other way to make it in life that doesn't involve work. But here's the interesting thing about that level of frustration. They all stem from some crazy expectations that lie underneath. Because when expectations don't match reality, the outcome is always predictable. Because I've seen this before.
It's my first world problem. I just want to be famous. I don't want to work. I've never liked working. It makes me miserable. And I'm sure that I'm not the only person that feels this way. Like, if I could just make TikToks all day long, I would totally do that. And why can't I? Like, I think that's what I want to do. So the thing is like every single place that I have ever worked at, I've been miserable. So I know that it's just not the job, it's me. So like, I don't know. Like, I'm not meant to work. That's the conclusion that I've come to.
This is one of the most clear examples of an expectation gap that I've ever seen. She believes that because she's miserable, that is all the proof she needs, that she is not meant for that job and she should pursue something else. And that pursuit of something else is just straight up fame, as in fame is the objective and not a byproduct. She just wants to make TikToks all day, which is a lot of work when you want to actually monetize and turn it into something. So there's more work in it than she really understands. So there's a big gap in all of her expectations. This isn't somebody expressing laziness. This is someone sharing their story that makes quitting seem insightful and wise. And the whole reason stories like this spread is because they're oh so very comforting.
I just woke up and I can't go work for nobody's job. I don't have a choice but to go viral.
And she's unfortunately not the only one saying that.
Not to sound depressing, bro, but the thought of working for the rest of my life is genuinely making me break down in tears, bro. Like, I know, I get it. I have to work hard for the things I want in the life I want to live. But what if I just want that, like, without the work? You know what I mean? Like, I know there are definitely ways we can do, like, the most minimal amount of work and still have, like, a good life. I don't even want to do that, dude.
This moment is very honest and very human. Most all of us adults can remember at some point when we were younger that it hit us that not only do we have to work, but we have to work till we are much older for a majority of our lives. And that moment of realization can be hard hitting because there's a version of adulthood that we thought was going to be what we were going to experience that dies in that moment. And she hasn't hit entitlement yet. She's really just grieving the fact that the adulthood she thought was going to be is no longer real. But here's where people get stuck. They get upset, they start grieving, they get even more angry, and they get angry at work and start believing that it shouldn't exist at all.
Call me lazy, call me non-ambitious, call me crazy, call me a loser. I do not care anymore. I have realized that I'm simply just not built for work. I do not want to work anymore. Deep down in my soul, I just know it's not meant for me. I don't want to chase titles or climb ladders or spend my whole life trying to prove that I'm worthy of rest. I don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to do it. I want to live in the present. I want to lay in the grass somewhere and simply just exist.
This is the belief stated in its most truest and most honest form. This is someone who's not at all confused. She knows exactly what she wants, and she wants to opt out. She doesn't want to climb the corporate ladder. She doesn't even want to be rich or famous. She just wants to be comfortable but make zero contributions. At least she's being honest and isn't trying to pretend that she wants something else. The problem isn't wanting an easy life. There's no harm, no foul there. The problem is believing that the entire world should shift based off of that exact desire. And I don't think she's broken or evil or anything negative just because she wants that. But unfortunately, feelings do not decide how things work. And this is where the disconnect becomes permanent. A lot of these conversations are not wrong. They're just incomplete. Discomfort gets treated like injustice, and avoidance gets treated like it's self-awareness. And escape gets mistaken as destiny. Most people, they really don't hate work. They hate being unprepared for what adulthood actually requires. And as we know, when expectations don't match reality, frustration is what fills that gap. This isn't new. This isn't generational. It's only human. And I've seen this before. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. That way you can keep up to date. I got more videos dropping where I'm going to be showing you all the patterns of the behaviors that lead to the consequences of the things that I've seen before.